It's not as echoey. I look dark, despite it being very light in here. I look very dark. It's because it's so bright in here that I am dark. Hold on. I'll get Phil. Phil the light. Better clamp it on something though. Oh, I don't know if that'll help at all. I don't know. Oh, the camera's having problems. I feel very dark, even though it is very light. That green is really bleeding through. I will punch you right in the throat, Tim. I will throw something from Canada. I'm relaxing. Paul is relaxing. First real therapy session today. Left ankle feeling very painful. I told you. Should have just had him put a wheel on there. Oh, who's all here? Paul's here. Tim's here. Leslie's here. And Tim. Boo, Tim. Bailey's here. Eric Hubba here. It isn't bleeding through. It's permanently embedded on the walls. You should have primed them first. Should have done another coat. But, shut up. It is way, way, way better. Way, way, way better. And I couldn't do another goat. My back would not allow me. My back told me that was the last coat of paint that it was getting. Tool's looking good on the wall, right? This is probably just the temporary. This is back where it was before. But it looks much smaller because we're further away. We are facing the same direction, but we are facing the same way. I put the tool wall back up where it came down from, but the bench is now over where it's going to live on the other side. So it's further away. And it's just green screen anyway. Haven't we established that that's just pretend? It's just green screen. Like I can't even get anything. Oh, we're gonna do a little bit of a walkabouty. A walkabouty? I'll show you where I'm at in terms of, it feels less echoey. There's still maybe a little bit, because not everything is back on the walls. But it's much less echoey because many things are back on the walls. More echoey than before, but not as echoey as recently before. Troy, are you changing your layout for workflow or storage? Yes. It's a little bit of workflow. It's a little bit of just more optimization of the space. So there were a couple of pinch points that I didn't really like where things got a little bit tight. And they both. And for dust collection purposes and for comfort purposes. Just an overall rejuvenation. Like nothing, I could have kept working in the space the way it was just fine in terms of the way that it was laid out. But the new layout will give me, once the new bank of cabinets is built, I will have more better storage and hopefully a better better circulation, physical circulation. I should be able to get around both sides of my table saw now. Don't have to go all the way around the bench to get out from around my bench. I should be able to walk both directions around to get to my bench. That kind of thing. The access to the router table is now, I won't have to move my table saw away from the wall to get to the router table. What's with the waste of wall cabinet space? But the painting, first of all, it's not a waste of space to have a painting. But it's just a placeholder. It's just so that there's something there. It will become cabinet / tool storage, but not everything is back. I would say I am 3/4. The shop technically, once I get everything off of the bench and the table saw, the shop is technically operational again. But not everything is back from my parents' place. And because not everything has been decided upon, like in terms of wall usage, where things are going to go exactly yet. So I got everything back. I got all the wood back. The wood's back. Some of the tools are back. Ceiling height, question mark. 9'8" There you go, looking good, and you will feel better. Exactly. It will be a more inviting place for me to spend time in. I will enjoy my time out here more. I should be a little bit, I don't know if I'll be more efficient, but we'll see. I'm going to feel like being out here more, better. I don't know why I feel so dark. Maybe it's just because everything else is already so bright and it's having trouble determining how bright to make the feed. Or maybe it is bright. I don't know. How does it look for you guys? Do I look dark? I don't look dark? Okay. Maybe it's just my screen. Oh, it's probably my screen is doing the like dulling effect because of how bright it is in here. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. It's, you know, when you're in a very bright place, your screen itself goes dimmer because to compensate for the amount of light. I look paler. And okay. It's winter. It's supposed to be pale in the winter. Mike Isherwood, looks great. Thank you very much, sir. We'll take you around and show you where things are at in a minute. Oh, let's get it out of the way. We gotta do the thing that everybody's favorite segment. Whoop-a-doo-doo! You-do-doo! But Mike's never had this food before. I almost didn't get the song right. Let's try it again. Oh, graphics department having problems today. Come on, graphics department. I keep getting it upside down. Mike's never had this food before. All right, here we go. So on today's episode of Mike's Never Had This Food Before, we are going with another chip-based product. It's not, yeah, I guess it's another chip-type product. It's another, I have never even seen it in the store before. So it does say new on it. Unfortunately, it is a Pepsi product, which I have only recently learned. This is the Doritos Spicy Garlic. New, it says, never seen it before. Doritos Spicy Garlic flavor. It's got Asian lettering. Oh, wait, it says something Taiwan. Flavors from Taiwan. Cool. I dig the color. It's pinkish. I don't. What does it say on the back? Nothing really. It's got no like messaging. It's not. There's no like. You know, sometimes the chips have like this flavor was. We found this flavor from backpacking in the Himalayas, and there was a small tribe of people who gave us this spice or whatever, you know, like there's none of that type of. I'm not going to do nutritional value because it's probably the same as every other Dorito, which is obviously not good for you, but that's not what this is about. This isn't about what's good for you. Let's. It smells like zesty taco flavoring, like the same smell that you get from. Excuse me, trying to do a YouTube show. I don't need to hear like 80s, whatever that is, happening out on the street. Okay, like zesty taco flavor. It smells like, but hopefully it doesn't taste like that because it's supposed to be spicy garlic. Let's see. Flavors of Taiwan. Spicy garlic. I've never been to Taiwan, so I can't vouch for that. Accurate description, though. It tastes like spicy garlic. It's like, yeah, it's like when you put quote unquote too much garlic in something, and the garlic itself has a heat to it because of how much garlic you put in it. That's the spice. And it's a pleasant undertone. Oh, it comes on late. It's a pleasant undertone and then builds over time. That's pretty good. I don't think it'll overtake sweet chili heat in terms of my favorite Dorito flavor. But that's a good chip. Significantly better than the last chip-based product we had on this show. That was not good. Where did I get these? I got these, I think Walmart. I think I probably got them at Walmart. That's a good chip. That's probably my new second favorite Dorito flavor. Spicy garlic. Huh. The heat comes through late, and then it lingers. It's but not in an unpleasant way. It's getting even better. The heat builds. The heat builds. Whew. It's got some temperature. It like actually does. This is a delicious chip. It's gonna score pretty high. That's gotta be. That's gotta be an 8. That's a good chip. That's gotta be an 8.0. Thanks to PepsiCo. Yeah, I know. I'm not thrilled about that. But I'm not a... PepsiCo isn't a boycott. I just don't like their beverage. I like that. 8.0. That's a high score for this show. Probably not overtaking sweet chili heat in terms of my favorite flavor of Doritos, but absolutely will buy again. It's been a while probably since I've had a would buy again. This is gonna do that. But depending on price. I ain't paying $6 a bag for it. But if there's like a twofer deal, I'll get a sweet chili heat and a spicy garlic. I like that. That's good. Yep. Good effort from Doritos on this one. 8.0. Would buy again. Good stuff. And that has been this edition of Getting it upside down. Okay, I'm going to start with it this way. Mike's never had this food before. The graphics department. I need new people for the graphics department. Graphics department getting a pay cut for sure, and I hope that one of them quits so that I can hire somebody new, because that was atrocious. Graphics department. That's a good chip. It lingers late and for a duration. I'm enjoying that. Mike's never spun this sign before. Felt that way. I can't believe he found something good. I've had quite a few good things. I think I've had more good things than bad things on the segment. The delicious chocolate bar last week was good. The Alekia Confections chocolate bar was good. The Kirkland Himalayan sea salt chips were good. The peanut butter pretzels. I can't believe I just about forgot about peanut butter pretzels. They were the best. What else was good? There's been a lot of right down the middle. There's been a lot of meh, it feels like. And there's been some low scoring things for sure. Yeah, but not an 8. I think the peanut butter pretzels got 9. I think they got a 9. Hey, Why Travel's back. Sean, welcome back, my friend. That was your pick? Oh, you were the peanut butter pretzels recommendation, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. That I go through those. I need to go back down to Costco to get another 3 bins of those things. I'm gonna have to figure out something to do with those giant tubs, because they seem like they should be useful. It feels bad. It feels wrong to throw them out, and I'm gaining a collection. The giant plastic tubs that the peanut butter pretzels come in. I feel like I should be able to use those for something. Just don't know what yet. That's a good chip. Trump is, oh, we don't, no, wrong place. We don't do politics here. We don't do politics. We don't do religions. Everybody is here to be kind to each other and supportive and kind and supportive and kind. Be careful of the peanut butter pretzels. They get recalled frequently. Good to know. Chocolate pretzels are better. I don't know. Those peanut butter pretzels are pretty good. I have had some good chocolate pretzels also. And it's not better, just different. Maybe better. I don't know. I bought another lot with a rundown single wide trailer next to my property. And a guy, he's just buying up all the property. Never heard of any recalls. I haven't either, but I've only just discovered them. And so maybe. If you look into it, there are all kinds of recalls going on constantly. Yeah, and if you don't hear about it, then obviously it wasn't that bad. That's not it. Just, if you don't hear about the recall, then the food is just fine for you. This live show is going to be 25% more in January, apparently. Right now, it's like 50% more in November, I think. Usually it's only Saturdays, but this is my second additional show. Because sometimes I just feel like hanging out with my friends on the internet, and it's my show, and I can do that whenever I want. As long as they show up. It's very bright in here, you guys. Like, it hurts. It almost, like, it's going to take some getting used to it. Like, actually, my eyeballs are, it's very, very bright. Mike Isherwood's from Nova Scotia. I got a Nova Scotian here. I got two. My friend Chris Pinnell, who is the wrench. He is the mechanic of the show. He's the only one who gets to ban people and mute people and stuff, which sometimes he takes advantage of for nefarious purposes. He abuses that privilege sometimes. Rascal's watching from Ireland. Sweet. I don't get a lot. Sometimes I get a few from across the pond, as they say. Redding, California. Dave. Just Dave. How'd you get a singular name? That's cool. Just Dave. He gets to be Dave. He was the first Dave to pick his name, so he got to be Dave. He's been on YouTube since 2007. He got to pick Dave. Tim's in New York. Chris Pinnell is definitely worth what you pay him. It's true. I don't pay him very much. Dave's the one with the laser. Dave with the laser. Why Travel is in Arizona. He's in Shawnigan Lake, Arizona. No, he's not. But does anyone in Nova Scotia wear kilts? Sometimes. I consider that. I don't know. I have been to Nova Scotia. I haven't been for decades. But there are people everywhere who sometimes wear kilts. At least in Canada. There's people here who wear kilts. Sometimes for weddings and golf. And bagpiping. And whenever they throw big logs. They wear kilts sometimes when they're throwing big logs and rocks. PCC is in Michigan. I got a couple Michigites. I refuse to call you what you are in terms of no, Michiganders. So stupid. But should be Michigites. Michiganers, Michiganites. I like Michiganites. Went through and stopped Patreon support for a few channels today. Uh-oh. Yeah. Was it? I hope. I don't think one of them was me. Because they were inactive. I'm not super active. But Scottish Clan Games. Yeah, the Highland. We've got one here called the Highland Games, where they throw big heavy things and then they do the fancy dancing and stop honking. What are you, a Vancouverine? No, I'm a British Columbian, I suppose. I like Vancouverine. That's kind of fun. No, you skimmed by. Yes, I skimmed by. Just by, if you any less than one post a month, and he's out of there. Did you go through and like count how many times that they've posted in a certain amount of time, and that's how you determine whether or not to stick with them? From true Illinois, as opposed to fake Illinois, Keyletronics is from the real Illinois. Southern Illinois is the real Illinois, apparently. Ty S is from Idaho. Sweet. I don't have anything to say about Idaho because I don't know too much about it other than the potatoes, which I think is the only thing that most people know about Idaho. I do know that they have a golf course that it says like a bucket list golf course for a lot of people, where you take a boat and you have to take a boat out to a green, and there's a spot cut in the green for the boat to park. Trying to think of the name of the golf course. Coeur de something, maybe. French, possibly French name. How many guitars have you made? The elusive electron. Welcome back. How many guitars have I made? One. I have started and finished one guitar. I have started and not finished another 3. Coeur d'Alene. Is that right? Is that the name of the fancy golf course? Sounds right. I thought it was Coeur de something. And then you got a little boat and it goes and parks. Like it's got its little spot cut out of the green. It goes. I just sold number 132 guitar. Get to meet him on Friday. Elvis's guitar player. Yes, you do. 132 guitars, 130 of which are Telecasters. You radiate joy and happiness. I'm pretty happy today. I will admit. Today I am having a pretty good day. I am very I am very happy about the progress on my shop and where it's at and the state of things and how it is going to make me feel after it's done. Is your right hand bruised or is that some paint or other substance? Oh, it's paint, and I got all kinds of things on me. I just had to do a painting class this afternoon. We had a teach emergency at the Crow's Nest, and a private booking came in for 2 o'clock this afternoon, and so I had to go teach a class like from 2 to 4 this afternoon. It's probably paint from that. Yeah, that's all paint and stuff. Did you make the painting in the background? I did. This was 2016. It's got the date on it. 2016, there was a wildfire, an out of control wildfire in northern Alberta. That I have a friend and his family live in Fort McMurray, Alberta, and there was a huge wildfire. And I could not get in touch with my friend in northern Alberta, and I was scared and I was drinking, and I went into my then painting studio, and this is this is called conflagration. It was my emotional response to my concern over my friend and a wildfire situation. When is your next craft show? I have a market on December 7th and 8th. I have a 2-day market down at the Crow's Nest that I also organize that market, and I am selling in that market. And I don't have a lot new for this one. Most of what's going to be on my market table is stuff from last Christmas season's market table, honestly. But a few more things that I've made over the course of the year. It's not very much Christmassy. I've got a couple weeks left, and I could turn some snowmen and Christmas trees relatively quickly to like holiday up my market table, which I probably will try to do. I've sold over 2,500 bodies. That sounds bad when you say it that way. I've sold over 2,500 bodies. That's not a sentence that you should say. It funds my Patreon support. Well, I should be getting a raise then. Really like it. Good job. The painting? Thanks. I think that was a pretty successful one. Make some gnomes. I was supposed to have a gnome class. I was supposed to teach a class on gnomes last weekend, and I was planning on making some during that class to have for my market table, and then probably some more after that class. But nobody signed up for the gnome class, so I canceled it, and I haven't made any gnomes. But maybe I could whip up some of those. Would like to see your snowman? I probably have one laying around. Yep. Because that's what happens. He's a little dusty. But these are the little snowman Christmas ornaments that I make on my lathe. I have a video on these. There's a video on my channel called Turning Little Wooden Snowman Ornaments or something like that. If Pinnell was any good at his job, he would put a link in the chat right now, but very cute. Yeah, I know, right? They're good. They're just little cute little body is maple and then whatever dark wood. This is that stuff that smells really bad that I made the knife block out of. Brazilian, I don't know, some South American walnut type stuff. But I sometimes use black walnut and just like a light wood and a dark wood and body hats. A little bit of ribbon and a little bit of like barbecue skewer, just sharpied orange for the nose. How much do you sell them for? I think last year I was selling them at $35. Yeah, I think that's right. So 35 Canadian dollars. So that'd be like 30-ish American, I guess. I don't know. I drill a 3/4 inch hole in the top of the snowman and it becomes a toothpick holder. Hey! Yeah, I can see that. That's cool. Sometimes I make them as bottle stoppers. I'll put a bottle stopper insert in the bottom instead of a hook on the top. And they go as bottle stoppers too. Saw a guy turn lopsided snowman. He offset the center on one end before turning it. Oh, that would be cool. The planes are on the planed rack on the plane wall. Okay, they're back up. But it's just green screen anyway, they're not real. $35 Canadian is only $24.88 US dollars? Really? That's the exchange rate now? Damn. I didn't know it had gone that way. Wow. I also make ornaments. They are extremely detailed, entirely handmade diorama miniature inside a 3-inch clear bulb. That sounds finicky, and I don't want to do. You have to use tweezers because I don't like. I love that people like doing that kind of stuff. Little finicky, detaily things is not for me. Obviously, like this is the type of painting I enjoy. So, yeah, like people who put wooden ships together inside of a bottle and shit like that, like you go nuts and with your little tweezers and stuff. Have a fun time. Have you made any hockey sticks? I have not made any hockey sticks. Probably won't. Probably will never make a hockey stick. Oh, gotta go. I just remembered. Live chat, not top chat. Some people don't get to say what they say if I'm on the top chat. Well, they get to say it. I just don't get to see it. A hockey hiking stick. It's just that's just a hockey stick. That's still just a hockey stick. You turn it upside down and walk with it. Should we have a look around? I mean, it's not, obviously, like I said, it's not done, but I'll show you where I'm at in terms of where things have gotten to. So, currently, we'll go to the door to the house. Door to the house. Yes, I know this still needs to be painted. I'm not going to paint that until I can take the door off and paint the door too. But everything is white. Bandsaw now is down there where it's going to live. But not exactly there. The wood racks are back up. So we've got maple, red cedar, cherry, walnut on the back wall. We've got Douglas fir there. This is miscellaneous. So this is all of my exotics mainly. Oh, this is actually maple. This is maple and oak now. Oak used to be up there, but this is now exotics and things that don't belong anywhere else. And speaking of anywhere else, around this side is my sapele racks are up there. So 2 racks of sapele, and then that's like construction lumber and other softwood, that like non-Douglas fir softwood. So all like the pine and spruce and stuff. Then the lathe station is at least back where it's approximately going to be, with the lathe tools back in their cab rack, ready for operation. This is my sharpening station that is going to go beside the lathe once I deal with these stairs. I'm going to go from the big triangle stairs that take up more room than they need to just like normal rectangle. It's hard to do this backwards. Normal rectangle-y stairs, so that I'm not losing this much floor space. Once that happens, the sharpening station can go along this back wall with the lathe station. That is going to be my new shop stool. Table saw, don't mind all of the stuff on it. The table saw is covered in things, but it's now, I have room around both sides of it. I have room to walk this way too. And my router table wing that's under here is now accessible. And this is my workbench that also serves as my outfeed table for my table saw. Electrical panel is still just open, don't worry about it. And then over here, this is going to be the kitchenette. This is where I'm going to cook. Cause shut up. Right now it's got all my electrical covers getting painted Prussian blue. Yeah, and bandsaw is going to live over here. So this wall is going to go bandsaw, sander, planer, jointer, and dust collector. And I'm going to pipe them all. Where's the fire extinguisher going? On the wall by the door, where it always goes. And then a second one over in that corner by the cook station. There's one sitting on the floor by the door waiting to go back up on the wall. And there's one in a box under the wing of the table saw, I think. No, right here. New fire extinguisher. Old fire extinguisher. I put in new plugs. Well, my buddy Mikey B put in new plugs because I was doing other stuff. These 2 plugs have been replaced, this one and that one. I'm painting their covers dark blue, like all of the rest of the accents are going to be. They caught the guy. Yeah, they did. Look what popped up. I know, right? This weirdo again. Marv, we don't come here to learn or be safe. Well, we don't be dangerous. Fire's no joke. Have a fire extinguisher. If you don't have a fire extinguisher, like within, I would say at all times in your home, you should have a fire extinguisher within like 25 feet of you. Maybe that's just me, but I have 2 out here. Well, I did have 1. I'm going to have 2. And I have 1 in the downstairs front room, and I have one in the kitchen. So my house has 4, and it's not a huge house. I'm getting a CNC bed from my father. I'm planning on making guitars on it. Sweet. What about the burnt outlet? It's around here somewhere. It's not getting plugged back in, even though I really want to because it bothers people. I took a fire safety course, and after buying a new home, I have extinguishers everywhere. I know, right? I think he just painted the burnt outlet. No, it was a little 6 adapter. Yeah, it's right here. Oh, lights. So went from 2 4-foot T8s to 6 8-foot LEDs. So 4 plus my little splitter deal that stayed on this side, and then 2 more up under this side because I got this big beam in the way. So I got 2 8-foots over here and 4 8-foots over here. I still have a little bit of cord management that I have to do with little clips. But yeah, like a 300% increase in the amount of light that's happening out here. Gonna get those kind of LEDs in my garage. I have 2 60-watt bulbs and it isn't cutting it. Yeah, I hear you. More light, more light, more light. It's borderline uncomfortable how much light there is out here now, and I love that because I'll get used to it, and it'll be great. I have one of those I have amplifiers plugged into. I'm changing them post haste. One of these? Don't do that. All that light will be nice in these short, dark days. Yes. Yeah. Well, and I thought I had lots of light when I first put in the 2 new banks of fluorescents out here. I was like, oh my God, it's so bright. But then over time, I realized that it really wasn't that bright, and I had really bad shadows all over the place. But now this nice, even spread of much more light is going to be really, really nice, I think. Yeah, go take this out of the wall. Just use a normal power bar with a little switch dealy. Just get a little switch and a fuse in it. Canada, eh? Yeah, hoser. Or whatever we're supposed to say. Yeah, so shop is getting close. I still need to bring back a few things. I brought back 2 totes and 1 cabinet and all of the wood. So it's getting there. Once all of that's, I'm going to do another blast of blue on all that stuff tonight so that can go back on the panel and onto the plugs. And then I got to figure out what is happening over here on this wall in terms of cabinets and things. And then I can build the big bank of lowers that are going over here for my jointer planer, soon to be sander. Soon to be sander. Mike, have you ever worked with pecan? No, I have not. We don't really get it up here. I may have a chunk from my friend Paul Waldrop, who sends me things from Texas, but I don't know that for a fact. And no. Hello, Sajad Al Rubai. Sajad? Is it a hard J or a soft J? Is it Sajad? In any case, hello to you as well. The McKenzie brothers always crack me up. That and Red Green. I watched Red Green a little bit. Not a lot. When I happened to flip by it, I stopped. But when you do your dust collection, will you be putting in a dust separator? Probably not. I don't want to lose any suction, because this is only barely enough for what I'm going to be asking it to do. I have to run, Mike, but this was really fun. Thank you. I look forward to doing this live again. Lots of fun. On a side note, I'm proud of you, man. You're on the right path. 4 years sober. Atta guy. I'm going into 2 more weeks-ish. If all goes well, I will be 4 months. Normally, this show is on Saturday nights, just so you know. This is just a random Tuesday show because I was happy with the progress on the shop, and I wanted to share my happiness and joy with my friends on the internet. Later. My new Nova Scotian friend. You should build a dust collection box to put under it and film it. Why? Why do I need a dust collection box? Oh, in replace of the plastic bag. I see what you're talking about. Canadians aren't really known for their humor necessarily. I disagree. Lots of musical talent, though. I would have gone the other direction around with that. Like, we churn out a lot of your guys' funny comedians. For a long time, like, most of the funny on Saturday Night Live was us. Much nicer than the plastic bags. You can have them back. Well, I mean, some of them were pretty good. Yeah, John Candy was good. And Mike Myers, Canadian. Jim Carrey's Canadian. Ryan Reynolds is Canadian. Martin Short's Canadian. I think Norm Macdonald was Canadian. Marv's got a list. Mike Myers, Martin Short, John Candy, Jim Carrey, Seth Rogen. Forgot about Seth Rogen. I don't really find him that funny, but a lot of people do. Norm Macdonald. Okay, yeah. Eugene Levy, Leslie Nielsen. Yep. Dana Carvey is not Canadian, I don't think. What do I know? I mean, you don't know until you find out. That's how knowing things works. You can't know things until you know them. Jim Carrey, I had no idea. Yep, he's ours. Michael J. Fox, not really known for his comedy. Well, I guess that Family Ties or whatever. That was funny-ish. I guess it was supposed to be. Samantha Bee is Canadian? I don't know if I knew that. Brett Butt, yeah, obviously. Yeah, we got lots of Canadians. I don't know. I think we have better comedy exports than we have musical exports. We've got a few, but most of the musical exports that you guys pick up from us are garbage. like Bieber and Nickelback and who else do you guys like that's ours? Celine Dion, you guys like that's ours? Who else do you like that's ours? Drake, you guys like that guy? He's Canadian. But like all the Canadian bands that go big other places are just terrible. Like Tragically Hip should have gotten big everywhere, but I don't know. The Americans never really grabbed hold of that. I don't know why. I wish Saturday Night Live was as funny now as it was back then. Yeah, I haven't watched it in years because I kept trying to watch it and it was just not funny anymore, so I just stopped. Bryan Adams, Triumph. Yeah, I guess. Rush is one of the few. Rush is one of the few that got big other places. I mean, and is not shit. Neil Young. Butthole Surfers is Canadian, yes. Marv has a problem with Rush. Let's not get into Marv and his problem with Rush. I honestly think Marv is not a violent man. But I think if Marv was walking down the street and Geddy Lee was walking the other way towards him, I think Marv might punch him in the face. I'm not really sure why or what his deal is. But Marv has a pretty big hate on for Rush. Like to a point where it's funny. Are we doing the Who Are Famous Canadians section early tonight? Well, apparently, it just kind of happened. BTO, yep. Best drummer in Rush. He was pretty good. Big fan of Our Lady Peace. Yeah, they're ours. Bobby Orr, yes, the fantastic musician Bobby Orr. Shania Twain, yeah, she's ours too. I know. See, again, that's the thing. We have a lot of great bands that we have some great bands. We have some shit bands. I mean, same as anywhere. I'm going to have one of my dirty smokes. We're an hour in, though, before my first one. That's good. Talking about music and comedians from Canada. Huh. Interesting. Weird discussions tonight. That's cool. I'm cutting out. Have a great night. All right. Later. Keelectronics. Keelectronics. I'm never going to get that right. Getty can play drums too and keyboard, and yeah, I don't know. But he's like, everybody knows him as the bass player though, and obviously vocals. I think it's the singing. I think is the problem that Marv has. Most people who hate Rush, their problem is Geddy Lee's voice. And I guess I understand that. It is a very unique cadence and tone that you get out of them. And Michael Bublé is also Canadian. Yes, he is. Don't forget Terrence and Phillip, also Canadian. I think Trey Parker isn't he the South Park guy? I thought that's why they put Canadians in the show, because he was Canadian. One of them, or both. I don't remember. I thought at least one of them was Canadian. The South Park guys. I think the best drummer ever is John Bonham. No, the best drummer ever is the girl from the White Stripes. Jack's sister. Best drummer ever. Here I'm trolling the internet. Here I am trolling the internet. Both Matt and Trey are American. Oh, okay. Meg White. Yeah. That's who I'm talking about. I only said that because I think it's hilarious how bad people think she is at drums. South Park's take on Canada is pretty much spot on. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. You've never listened to the Shags. I don't know if I have. I don't know if I have heard of the Shags. These are gonna look slick. I am very much gonna enjoy the Prussian blue plug cover. They get another coat tonight before bed. Same with the electrical panel. Favorite drummer is the one-armed wonder, Rick Allen. Yeah, he is by far the best one-armed drummer. I'm gonna have me some more of these Doritos. These are good. We don't have to do long show tonight. We can hang out for a bit, but I was just like pretty stoked with where the shop is at, and I wanted to share it with my friends. and I've done that now. So tomorrow, I'm going to do the cord management on the lights, I think. And install all the electrical covers and things. And then I got to make some decisions on what goes up on the walls where in terms of cabinets, and what I'm just leaving a space to build something for that space, or what is happening. Damn, kicking us out. I'm not kicking anybody out. Settle down. If you're familiar with the band Mama's Pride, I'm not. The guitar player and singer Danny Liston is from here in St. Louis. I don't know any of those people. So that's not helpful, but that's okay. I don't know lots of people. You don't know lots of people too. You guys, if you see this in the store, you should get one. That's pretty good. Led Zeppelin is about as loud as I can handle. I'm a granny now. Well, any band can be loud if you just turn the dial. Or any band can be quiet if you turn it the other way. Hot tip. I bet we have a lot of people we don't know in common. It's true. I bet both of us don't know a lot of the same people. Yeah. That's just facts. Yeah, but you don't listen to punk on low volume. You can, though. You might not, but you can. You just do like that, or like whatever. You don't get to decide how loud somebody else puts their music. I didn't need the loud 80s whatever it was that was coming through the garage door earlier. But I'm not going to go out there and like try to be in charge. That's why I tune in here. It's the tips. I know, right? I give out really good tips. I'm a grandpa and I still listen to loud music. Wala-ti-da, Mr. Grandpa Malin. Look at you. You listen to loud music because you can't fucking hear it if you don't turn it up really loud. That's why you have to listen to it loud. Because you're an old man and you can't hear quiet music. What? Why? Why? I don't know why I did that. It was funny though. I've heard the band Cake prefers to play their music at a much lower volume than what's typical at venues. I sometimes wish at a live show that it was just they turned it down just a little bit. Like sometimes it can be kind of painful. Like I don't think it's really good for you. What? Right? I said you can't hear it. Saw Metallica in 1992 in Charlevoix, Michigan. And my hearing has never been the same. I know, right? Like, it's actually not good for you. I have a complaint. Your glue provider's glue sucks. Well, I disagree. I keep it in a fridge in my shop. It was still sealed, cut the tip off, and it was solid. Well, did you contact them and say, look, this brand new bottle of glue is hard? Because I would absolutely do that. It probably had like a leak, like an air leak in it. There is bound to be a dud once in a while. I have not experienced that myself. They don't pay me to say nice things about them, but they give me free, all the free glue that they've given me has been good. Yes, and I told them I heard about it from you. And what did they say? Did they say, here, have a free bottle of glue? Or did they say, kick rocks? We hate that guy. Just saw the Black Crows recently, and I literally thought my ears were going to start bleeding. Yeah, sometimes it's too loud. Hit the thumbs up, you hosers. I agree. And also, remember, if you like what I do and you want to give me money, patreon.com/wooden things and stuff is a great place to do that. Nope, said I bought it too long ago. 6 months is too long for sealed glue. That feels wrong. Well, I am disappointed in them on their behalf, I guess. Like, I'm not actually affiliated with them in any terms of, like, I can't call them and be like, hey, look, guys, my buddy Paul. But that sucks. And I understand why you would think that they suck if that's what happened. You want me to send you some of mine? I got extra. I saw a Grateful Dead back when, and yeah, don't do acid, youngins. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I did some of that. Yeah. That's also not good for you. And don't smoke. I'm trying to not smoke. These are still only replacing, I don't know, maybe about half, maybe a little less than half of my cigarette consumption. It's just doesn't hit the spot the same, you know? Like it's good to fill gaps with, but just it doesn't. Just keep buying it from Rockler. Yeah, with some discount. I don't even think you can use my discount anymore. Can't you only use mine once? Didn't we have this talk a while back? Well, like it won't let me use the discount more than once. I ran away from home at the age of 14 and followed the dead. Everything was quite fine until I got busted selling acid on my skateboard. I'm going to be honest, my friend. I don't think everything was just fine before that. Feels like everything might not have been fine right before you got busted selling acid on your skateboard. I do like the tips that they send with you with the glue. Yep, the extra tips and the little like pointy nozzles, the little skinny guys, and the fact that they send you an extra whole cap rig. We've got Thanksgiving happening on Thursday. What the hell is a turducken? A turducken is if you take all of the meats and you stuff them inside of each other, and then you cook it like that. So you stuff the turkey with the duck, and you stuff the duck with the ham, and you stuff the ham with the grits or something. I don't know exactly, but it's meat inside of meat inside of meat inside the oven. The thing is, everything is cash money incognito. What? It puts the lime in the coconut and it drink it all up. Chicken inside a duck, inside of a turkey, inside of a ham, inside of a roast beef, wrapped in bacon, and then deep fried. No, the chicken goes into the duck, and the duck goes into the turkey. The turkey goes into the deep fryer, and then the fire department comes. But you're okay because you had a fire extinguisher right there. I don't think you're supposed to use a fire extinguisher on a huge pot of oil that you're deep frying a turducken in. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you're not supposed to shoot it with a fire extinguisher. We're doing a 12-pounder this year, just enough for a couple days worth of leftovers. People get too big a turkey most of the time. I feel like when you only do turkey 1 or twice a year, you tend to get too big a turkey. And then, yeah, it's too much turkey. What else are you going to use, dog? I don't know. See, I'm just thinking, I'm for some reason, I think this, that you're not supposed to. My brother almost set his house on fire frying his first turkey. He was drunk and forgot to unfreeze it before put it in the boiling oil. Yeah, don't do that. It needs to be class B, B, C, A, B, C, or K. This is ABC for trash, wood, paper, liquids, electrical equipment. ABC dry chemical. Does anyone really like turkey soup? I do like, but I want a bowl of turkey soup. Like after the turkey dinner, I want like a turkey sandwich maybe a turkey quesadilla, and then a bowl of turkey soup. And then I'm done with turkey for a bit. Like, I don't. So this is a good one, ABC. Oh, okay. K is the best. Okay. Because the others risk splashing the oil if you hit it and not the flame. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, as long as you're shooting it, don't shoot it. Shoot the fire extinguisher at the oil fire without anybody else on the other side of it. another top tip for the day. Make sure nobody's standing on the other side of the oil fire that you're deep frying your turkey in when you shoot a fire extinguisher at it. You just want the turkey leg. Yeah, I want a little bit of turkey. I want all the mashed potatoes. I'm not a real big fan of stuffing. I don't do cranberry with my turkey dinner. Other people can like what they like. And then a piece of pumpkin or apple pie. Just to dump the gravy all over everything, not the pie. But like turkey, a little bit of stuffing, big whack of mashed potatoes, gravy over the whole thing, and then a piece of pie, and I'm good. You have to use class K for oil fires. You don't tell me what I have to do. Turkey thighs are the best. I'm more of a turkey breast person. I like the soft white meat myself. I do like a little bit of the greasy leg meat. The greasy brown leg meat is pretty good, but I could do any part. Costco has that pumpkin cheesecake thing. I don't know the pumpkin cheesecake thing. Do you have to buy it? Is it like this big though? Like you gotta buy enough pumpkin cheesecake for like you and 14 other people? It sounds pretty good though. Pumpkin cheesecake thing from Costco. That sounds pretty good. Like real Thanksgiving happened a while ago though, so we might not get the pumpkin cheesecake thing right now. Fire blankets is good for oil fires that are contained. I don't think I know what a fire blanket is. It's probably just a blanket that's for fire. It's probably what it is. I don't know why I said that out loud. It's probably a blanket that's for fire. It's the reason why I got a Costco membership. Oh, do you get it year round? Because I've never seen this thing. Maybe it's an American. Maybe it's only a US Costco. Sean McGill, you go Costcoing. You know what this pumpkin thing is that she's talking about? Pumpkin cheesecake? Go to my source. All right. You can't eat cheesecake. I'm sad for you with your lactose problem. That makes me sad for you. No poutines, no cheesecakes. Like, what else is there to life? I think it's like $35. Oh yeah, so it's one of those like Like it takes up half the table, kind of Costco pies. I'll have a look next time I go get the peanut butter pretzels. I'll look for the cheesecake. Is it a pie? It's like a pumpkin cheesecake pie. It's not Saturday. I don't know. It's just, I'm happy with how my shop is coming together. And I felt like celebrating with my friends on the internet. Sometimes I do random other day shows, Jason. You don't get to decide when I do my show. They sell out quick. Well, maybe I've just never seen them because they put them out and they're all gone. I don't know. With a bag of garlic Doritos. Yeah, it's good. Spicy garlic Doritos from Thailand or something. The taste of Thailand. Taiwan. Spicy garlic Doritos. 8. 8 out of 10. Sean is against frostbite. He's lactose intolerant. Hey-oh. Yeah, Tim is an old man. That's funny. Oh, show the room? Well, I did, if you'd show up on time to the unscheduled, unannounced show. The wood is back. The sapele is up there. That's all my construction grade lumber, pines and spruces and things. Tool wall is back in action. That's just a placeholder. Maple and oaks. Maples and oaks. Cedar, cherry, walnut. Douglas for other. So like stuff that doesn't fit into any of those other categories. The lathe tools are back up. The lathe station is back where it goes with my not yet a shop stool on it. Sharpening station isn't reset yet. Table saw still has a bunch of crap on it. Bench still has a bunch of crap on it, but it's over against the wall where it's going to go. Not against the wall. I got a gap back there. Panel's still off. Bandsaw's going to live over here now against this wall, which is going to go bandsaw. Drum sander that I have yet to purchase. Planer, jointer, dust collector. Wait, fire blanket is a safety device used to extinguish small fires or wrap around a person whose clothes are on fire. Fire blankets are made with fire-resistant materials such as fiberglass or wool. Okie doke. So it's a blanket that's made for fires. Cedar should not be categorized with maple and walnut. Cedar isn't categorized with anything. It's got its own rack. It's just, that's the rack that the cedar is on. It's on the back wall. Oh, did I say maple and walnut on the back wall? The back wall is walnut, cherry, cedar. Walnut, cherry, and cedar. Well, the maple's up there. You're right, though. Technically, that back wall would be better as walnut, cherry, maple. But I don't use enough maple to make use of that size of rack, if that makes sense. I put the wood where it's most appropriate for how much of it I have and or use. The cedar is close to the hardwoods. Everything's close to the hardwoods. It's actually closer. The cedar is closer to the Douglas fir, which is softwood, than it is to any of the hardwoods. So there. I don't even like, I just want to use that cedar on something and then never put any more of it in my shop. I don't like working with it. I don't like making things out of it. It's too soft and it's not fun to work with and it doesn't hold up well. And it's kind of a shit wood, honestly. I worked at a wood shop years ago. I moved a literal ton of figured maple 2 days after suffering a miscarriage. Yeah. Damn. That story just got worse and worse. Sorry to hear that. Coniferous woods always bothered me opposed to deciduous. Well, they have their place. I don't really like working with Douglas fir either because it's hard, soft. But we get a ton of it around here and I get it for cheap. Well, I still have a ton of it that I got for cheap. So I use it for shop furniture. All my shop furniture is going to end up being Douglas fir. Okay, backing up. What was the wood shop making? It was making things out of figured maple. What's the first step? Mid-66ism. Damn, that's a hard name. Don't ban them. What's the first step someone should take before getting into woodworking? Is age 40 too late? No, it's never too late. I didn't start until I was probably 35. The first step is to figure out something you want to make and then buy the tools you need to make it. And then once you use those tools to make that thing, try to make another thing with those tools. And if you need another tool, go get it. The first step is just wanting to make something and then figuring out how and talking to people who know how and then finding out from them how to do it and then trying and being willing to suck at it. You got to be willing to suck at it until you get good at it and just always be improving. And recognize that you're not supposed to be good at stuff right off the bat. What's your favorite color? That's an impossible question because all the colors are the best at what they do. And everything's relative and what's it next to and what are you doing with it and blah, 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 blah. Having said that, my favorite color is Prussian blue. Right now, in a vacuum, my favorite color is Prussian blue. Sorry, that's what you get when a female invades the man cave. That's no invasion. What are you talking about? The trope is that you get into woodworking after you retire for something to do. It's true. I'm 54 and only recently got back into it. Guys don't need to hear about female stuff. Guys can suck it up. Don't need to hear about anything. I'd rather hear about female stuff or people being honest about their life and telling stories and expressing themselves how they want to than a lot of the things that I have to hear about in this world. I bet that Mike would tell you that we're all going through our own personal experiences and we're here supporting each other. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're all on the same team. Right now, in a vacuum, I want to smoke a blunt. I wish I liked smoking pot. I wish when I tried it again after it became legal, I wish I liked it. I did. I liked it a lot when I was a kid, essentially. Like 16 to 27 or so. Smoked a lot of pot. And I tried it again when it got legal, and I was like, meh. What advice would you give a 24-year-old fresh out of college? To do advice, be kind to other people. I don't know what kind of advice, like woodworking advice? Clarification required. I am happy to answer. Appreciate that. That is in the ancient past. I have 4 adult children and 3 grandkids, rounding third. Weed's gross. I smoked it for you. Yeah, I mean, it didn't do it for me when I tried either. But I like I said, I smoked a lot of it for a lot of years. Hey man, found your channel via your video on getting sober. First off, congrats on being real with yourself. Thank you. And coming hard to the realization you had a problem at 4 years, 6 months sober. How'd guy? And yeah, I'm coming up on 4 months, hopefully. It's I still want to drink all the time, but I don't. I got a couple pre-rolls in the bedroom that I haven't smoked yet. They're kind of dry now. I think I have like a little like film container with some pot in it somewhere in a drawer that is probably super gross. That was stoned for 16 years, finally outgrew it. Yeah, it's everybody's on a journey. Watch your finances first and foremost. That checkbook is golden. Worship the checkbook. Nobody has checkbooks anymore. It's probably using it as a metaphor, but like nobody has a checkbook. Nobody writes checks. Old man. To clarify life advice, finances are intact, but fresh out of a 1.5-year relationship, and I feel like my world got flipped upside down. Life is going to flip upside down many, many times, my friend. There are going to be things that will flip your life upside down. And you're going to fall down, and something's going to trip you, and you're going to run into a low-hanging branch, and you just got to keep getting back up and putting one foot in front of the other. And okay, all you can do is make the best decision that you can make at any given time with the information that's available to you, and be okay with that decision. If you take the information that's available to you, make the best decision you can at the time, and put the next foot in front of the other and keep moving. The key to that statement is using the information that's available to you. All we can do, how does it go? Decide what we do with the time that's been given to us. Something like that. And if you're kind to other people, you treat other people the way you would like to be treated, as the cliche goes. Love your fellow humans, and they will love you back. And keep putting one foot in front of the other, make the best decision you can every time you get to make a decision, and keep moving forward. A little advice. Where you focus is how you feel. Pay attention to where you focus. Be driven, make goals, focus. Yeah, that's good. That's good advice. Okay, Gandalf. It's a good quote. I was trying to remember what exactly it was. It's something close to that. So do all who live to see such times. The thing is, if you ain't got money, it's true. You should be careful with your money, but just realize that shit's gonna go bad sometimes. And as long as you made the best decision you could with the information that was available to you at the time, keep putting one foot in front of the other. What's the story on that painting? That painting is called Conflagration, and it was my emotional response to a friend of mine and his family. I couldn't get a hold of a friend of mine and they were in a zone of a raging wildfire, and I couldn't get a hold of them, and I didn't know where they were, and I got drunk and went into my painting studio and I painted that. I needed to push out some emotions about a fire situation with some friends of mine, and that's what came up. Careful with your money, but don't live for money. Absolutely. Don't make everything in your life about how much money it makes you. Sign up for my 5-year class on how to prepare for the future. Yes, I will sell you a class I have a great PDF and slideshow and online course on how to be better at life. Don't buy any of those. There's another piece of advice. Anytime there's an ad of somebody trying to sell you like an online class for better life, that's a scam. Don't give them money. Thank you. It's definitely a road bump, but working on myself every day, reflecting on where I can be better in the future. Yeah. Just try to be better tomorrow than you were today, every day. And I cannot stress this enough. Be kind to each other. There's too much hatred and meanness in the world. Be better than them. Brendan K. Another name I don't think I know, but welcome to the show. Are you much of a bookworm reader at all? Not as much as I would like, and not nearly as much as I used to be. I have read many, many, many books, but I don't read. I should find more time to read than I do, but I guess that's an answer. I have read a lot. I don't read that much. Appreciate the kind words and advice, everyone. Really needed it. Will you come back anytime? That's what this place is all about. taking care of each other. You don't get to stick around here if you're not going to be supportive of the other people that are hanging out. The real question here, when are the cooking videos coming back? I'm putting in a kitchenette in the shop during the shop reno so that I can bring the cooking videos back. It's going right over there in the corner. I read half the books more than I'd like to read, and not read half the books half as much as they deserve. That's okay. That's all right. That's not a bad reference. I read half the books more than I'd like to read, and not read half the books as much as they deserve. That's tough to say, but I get where you're coming from. I have many books I have not read, but I have many books that I have read. James A. Michener is the ultimate novelist. Oh, let's not. I don't think this is a fight we're going to have. The ultimate novelist? The ultimate novelist. That is an entirely impossible to define thing. The ultimate novelist. Because being prolific doesn't necessarily make you the ultimate novelist. The ultimate novelist is Christopher Moore. And let me tell you why I say that. Christopher Moore is the ultimate novelist because he can write a novel on any subject with any characters and make it awesome. He can invent characters to fit completely fictional situations in any type of universe and make it work somehow. Mike, did you ever have long hair with your beard? No, I had long hair well before beard. I had long hair through to about 28. No, I don't know. I had long hair for a long time, but not, the beard came after the long hair. Well, I'm new to your channel. Your video of struggling with your personal problems was in my algorithm, and I love comeback underdog stories. Hey, thanks. Like, I'm an underdog story. That's cool. Ultimate is Leo Tolstoy. I get it. Huge fan of Tolkien, Le Guin, Pratchett, Douglas Adams. Pratchett was one of the ones that came to mind as in terms of ultimate. But I think the variety and the skill by which Christopher Moore writes his fiction puts him in another category. Probably my favorite, one of my favorite novels. I can't say my favorite novel. Ursula K. Le Guin has written what is probably always will be in my top 5 novels, which is a book called The Dispossessed. The dedicated detail to the landscape, the research, the introspection regarding the character's mindset. Who are we talking about now? Oh, Michener. My next read is Everything You Know Is Wrong. Okay. I don't know what my next read is going to be. Like I said, I don't read nearly as much as I should and want to. If you get bored, pick up Send and Tail by James Michener. Guarantee you will stay up overnight multiple times just get it geeking out on his novel. Okay. Michener. Send and Tail. Send and Tail. Michener. How has the experience of starting a YouTube channel been? It's shit, don't do it. Ups and downs, how do you protect yourself against the crazies? Any concerns on privacy? It's just, yeah, no privacy concerns. I mean, I'm an open book and I don't have privacy concerns in that way. Boy has been on the show, wife won't be on the show because she doesn't want to be on the YouTube and in public land or whatever. But ups and downs, it's all downs. There's no ups to being on YouTube. No, it's fine. I think it's all about why you are here. If you want to make YouTube content because you enjoy doing it and you want to share whatever it is that you're doing that you love doing with the world, it's great. It's kind of a huge hassle because you got to record and edit and all the blah blah blah. If you like doing that part too, you're golden. If you want to be on YouTube because you think you're going to make money from it and you're going to do it as a job to make income, it's shit. Don't do it. You gotta love what it is that you're doing, whatever you're sharing with the world on YouTube, you have to love, and you have to love the act of packaging it together to share it. I only love what I do. I like packaging it together and sharing it, like the editing and stuff process is like, I'm okay at it. Like I like it ish, but I love what I'm doing that I'm sharing. I just don't I'm not a huge fan. I'm trying to talk my boy into becoming my editor. It's like, I'll train you how to edit my videos and you can do it for me. I will pay you. Because that's not my favorite part of it. But everything else I like doing, and I'm not doing it for money, and I'm not doing it for comments and likes and celebrity and that kind of stuff. So like, if you want to become rich and famous, this is a shitty place to do that. But if you've got something that you love doing and you want to share your love for doing it with the rest of the world, yeah, go hard. Centennial. What did I put? Centennial? I'll find it. I'm considering Bailey's. Yep, that's correct. Yes, it is. You can't do it because you think it's going to make you money or because it's going to make you famous. You got to do it because you love it. And if people watch, that's great, but you can't get upset when they don't, because sometimes they won't. Honestly, spent 6 months making a guitar from scratch. And I recorded every damn minute of it, and I edited it all together into a nice little package, a series of videos. Like 400 people watched that happen. I fell down and hurt my face, and I said, "You guys, I fell down and hurt my face." And like 500,000 people. YouTube is so stupid. Yeah. And you just never know. I'm considering building the cabin we're never going to build to upload to YouTube. People will watch it. Just don't have anything in your head about how many. Great answer, thanks. What editing software do you use? Is it free? Yes, I edit on iMovie. It's the free default software that comes on your Mac computer. I do also have DaVinci Resolve, which I hope to use because it's better. I hope to use it eventually, but my crappy computer can't handle how good that program is. So it's very frustrating to use because it bogs my computer down so much. But yeah, I just use the free crappy iMovie editor on my Mac. Canadians have a pragmatic view of life. No? I mean, maybe. Can't speak for all Canadians. Everybody's an individual. Okay? Java. I think Canadians in general are kind of realists, I guess, and like c'est la vie, kind of. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Are you on Patreon? I am on Patreon, in fact. Patreon.com/wooden things and stuff. There's probably a link down below. It's a fantastic place for you to go and give me money and get nothing in return. No, I'm over there a little bit. They get some bonus things over there, but not as much as I should. I'll be honest. Is Thanksgiving different in Canada than in the US? Yep. Such as, in terms of foods and traditions and things? I think it's pretty close. We do, yeah, I mean, turkey and turkey dinner and stuff. I don't know, what are all the Thanksgiving traditions down there? My family we do turkey dinner and then we all go our separate ways. It's not like I don't think it's as big a thing as we do here. We do like, okay, it's Thanksgiving, you get the family together, you have a big turkey dinner. Great. But it's not like we don't storm the malls and hurt each other. I guess I just don't know what the rest of the traditions are down in the States, so I can't say whether we have them. I would guess no. Because as far as I know, people just get together, they have a big ass dinner, and then that's it. My favorite finishing product. My favorite finishing product is the Custom Creations Custom Grit. I don't have any handy because it's packed up. Well, that's my favorite lathe finish. My favorite furniture finish is probably like just a wipe-on polyurethane, a thin down version of a polyurethane type finish. Minwax makes an okay one. Why, yes. Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff. I think it's just patreon.com/wooden things and stuff. I don't think it's got the mics on it. Maybe it does, and I've been lying to people, and that's why I don't have enough people over there. Whoops. I always tell people it's like patreon.com/wooden things and stuff. If it's Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff, maybe that's why nobody signs up after I tell them. U.S. traditions are typically revolved around football. Yeah, we have Thanksgiving weekend football, I guess, in the CFL. The CFL big football weekend, I think, is Labor Day. Labor Day Classic rivalry weekend. Turkey, okay, football if you watch, family and turkey and stuffing and random sides. Yeah, okay, so it's just like a big ass dinner and a football game, basically, right? Yeah, that's pretty much what we do. Except, I mean, if you like football, you probably watch a football game. It is Wooden Things and Stuff. Okay, yay. Okay, good. So people are just not joining. Now I almost wish that it was the other thing, because then I could be like, oh, that's why they weren't signing up. I'm not a Patreon member, so I don't know. Yeah. Your plane's back up on the wall. We'll wait for the Canada Post situation. And then you can, I'll ship that one off to you. With the drill. Remember, I'm sending you a drill too. Oh, we got up to 2 hours again already. See, that's what this show does. We just talk until there's no more talking to do. I think I'll have one more smoke. If you like a little bit of heat, you have to try the sweet chili Doritos. That's my favorite Dorito. That's when I was trying this one, I said I don't think it'll overtake the sweet chili heat in terms of my favorite Dorito, but this new spicy garlic one, worth a buy for sure. But yeah, sweet chili heat is like my default Dorito. I've never heard of Patreon until recently. I like the idea. Figured I'd throw it out there in case you were. So maybe it was somebody with money. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Anytime somebody wants to publicly ask me if I'm on Patreon so that I can, you're more than welcome to help me promote myself, because I am not good at it. Just tuned into my Facebook community page. Apparently there's a guy walking down Canyon Road naked pushing a shopping cart. It's not me. I'm here with you guys. I've never, to my knowledge, pushed a shopping cart down a road naked. And I'm pretty sure, even during my heaviest of drinking episodes, I wouldn't have gotten to that point. And if I did, I'm pretty sure somebody would have told me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've done stupid shit drinking. But Mariano Bernacki, welcome to the show, my friend. Make sure you leave a thumbs up. Thanks, man. I see other people doing my job for me. I appreciate that. Not Canyon Road, at least. That's true. I have absolutely never pushed a shopping cart naked down Canyon Road. Don't stare at me naked. It's chilly. Yeah, it's cold. Just got out of the pool. Do you have any more paintings to share? Yeah, I mean, I have lots of paintings. I'm not going to go in and get another one. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll leave a spot on one of my walls that I can swap paintings in and out of. I don't know. Oh, I have one in the truck. Hold on. I have one in the truck that I taught as a class. funny, I actually have two in the truck that I taught classes on. I went that one. Taught that one in a class that's an oil painting. It's not my best work, but it's a painting. And I taught that one. These are like class ones that I do, like sort of a one night paint along with the instructor type thing. Should put one up and sell them. I'd buy one if I had money. I appreciate the sentiment. I don't think it would be worth selling paintings on YouTube over the internet because shipping and stuff. Packaging and shipping paintings doesn't sound like something I want to do, honestly. Just put those back in the truck. Mostly, I like doing like abstract-y color work, though. Most of the time, if I'm doing paintings for me, it's just like, how do I feel? Use the colors to put the feeling onto something. And I don't get to paint much for me anymore. Most of the painting that I do is for like teaching purposes and classes and stuff. I should make more of a conscious effort to paint more for me. But I don't have any more wall room in my house for any more paintings. If people want it, they will pay for the shipping. I suppose it's true. By the time Mike ships it, you won't want it any longer. If they pay for it, only one time, okay? Only one time somebody bought and paid for something that it took me a while to ship. And that was only because I forgot that I hadn't shipped it. It was in my truck, and I just thought that I had shipped it until I found it in my truck. And it was Eric Habakabaka's marking knife. My sister's a painter. She shipped a custom painting across the country via FedEx. Uh-oh. And it arrived. I see, I already knew where it was going. It arrived at the customer's home with a crowbar through the middle of it. Yep. She painted it again and shipped it again, and it arrived with a giant hole in the middle. Yep. Yeah, I wouldn't ship a painting if it wasn't in a wooden crate. And a wooden crate, even then, like maybe somebody hits it with a forklift, like just, especially like FedEx, UPS. Damn. How's the remembering to eat journey going? Nope. Nope. It still sucks. That's part of why I'm putting a little kitchen in the corner here. Because if I have a little place to cook in the corner, instead of I can cook in my kitchen. I just I never remember that I'm hungry until I'm so hungry that I just need something right now, so it's gonna be garbage. So I make myself a little kitchenette type area over there, whereas anytime I'm hungry, I can make myself up a fancy sandwich and fire it on a pan and grill it and make good food. I maybe it'll work. I forgive you. I know you do, but it's a running joke that I don't ship things quickly. What's going on here? Yep. You know damn well what's going on here, Matt. We're hanging out with our friends on the internet. On a Tuesday, for some reason. Adding the kitchenette is definitely progress. I think so. I think even just having a little 2-burner hot plate, couple of like a pan, couple of pans and a pot and a plate and a bowl and a knife and a fork, and just over there ready for whenever I need to cook and make something, and then I can film it because I'm out here filming stuff, and I can do a cooking episode and I can justify it as content. And hey everybody, today we're making a ham and cheese sandwich. Content. Hopefully they'll be better than that. On the internet? I know, right? It's this weird series of tubes. I started another workbench project. A fever. The only cure is more workbench. Hey, you know what? That's cool. Is it a Christopher Schwarz workbench? You're a Lost Art Press guy, aren't you? This is the post-Thanksgiving hectic BS therapy group. Isn't Thanksgiving on Thursday? I thought your guys' Thanksgivings were on Thursdays. Only a half hour to go for me to finish work. Yeah, Eric's getting paid to do this. Pre-Thanksgiving. Oh yeah, okay. Besides a glorious ham and cheese, my favorite recipe. I don't know what my favorite recipe is. My favorite recipe. Oof. My favorite recipe to make, or my favorite recipe that I make that is my favorite thing to eat, or the thing that I make that's the best, or I don't know. What there's different answers depending on what the question is. It's Thanksgiving Eve. That's Tibbs something. No, that's Christmas. What is there a Tibbs Eve equivalent for Thanksgiving? Using wood from work, hardly. We get beefy 4x3 wood that's wrapped in plastic wrap and stuck inside crates for machines. Hey, sweet. I've looted some 5 and 3-foot bench, simple as can be. Cool, simple benches are good. Is there a Discord or Facebook group to see what the community is making? There is a Facebook page. I have Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff is a Facebook page where you can post things. Nobody really uses it like that though. I have a Reddit. I have a whatever they're called, subreddit. For the people that are on Reddit. I don't have a Discord. I used to sometimes bring my computer out and we would do show and tell. People could email me stuff and I would bring it up on the computer and we could show things off like that. But oh, hold on, we're going back recipes and stuff now. Pesto shrimp. Not really big pesto guy or shrimp guy. Although pesto is involved in one of my better recipes. Best thing I ever ate, big onion, cut out center. Take burger, sausage, cheese, mix it all together, stuff the onion, wrap in aluminum foil. Yep, that sounds pretty good. They don't get to steal Tibbs Eve. Need some weathered cedar boards to make a hutch, but people want, you can have this stuff up here. People want $5 a board foot for weathered cedar? That's crap. Okay, hold on. Favorite thing to make for others, then for yourself. My favorite thing to make for other people is I like grilling steaks on the barbecue for people, I guess. I make some pretty good dips for other people. As a meal, okay, I was talking about my pesto. Okay, it's a pesto chicken. What I do is I pound out chicken breast, butterfly, and pound out chicken breast real thin. And then I smother them with like an herb cream cheese, a pesto herb cream cheese. And you roll it up and then you wrap it in prosciutto. And then you bake it. And it's like a prosciutto wrapped chicken breast stuffed with pesto cream cheese. That's pretty good. I make a mean braised short rib that takes like 8 hours. Braised short ribs over like roasted potatoes or mashed potatoes. What's your Reddit? I don't know. Pinnell knows. I think it's wooden things and stuff. I try to name everything wooden things and stuff so that I can only remember one thing. Sort of like a turducken, but not. Well, not really. It's just a chicken breast rolled up, wrapped in one other meat. You had me at cream cheese. Yeah. I've done it with a pesto cream cheese that I've made, and I've done it with just like the Philadelphia herb and garlic cream cheese wrapped up, wrap it in prosciutto. I've also wrapped it in bacon. See, don't click that. Pinnell has this funny joke for those of you who are new. Every time I ask him to put a link up, he puts a link to the same damn cooking video. Because he thinks it's hilarious, and it kind of is. But it really hurts the stats on that video because people click on it and then they go like, this isn't what it is. And then they click off of it and it just like, need that chicken wrapped cream cheese pesto as a cooking video. I should do that one as a cooking video. That's one of my better ones, I think. So I'm slow, but I'm noticing the lights. Yeah, right? 300% more lights. The jointer plane is lit, is in show up there. Lights made a massive difference for video, but I imagine working on the lathe and at the bench. Yeah, nice even dispersion of light. It's not these two little things in the middle. It's 4 over there and then another 2 over there. %300 more light. We're talking about cooking videos, so it's relevant. I know. And it's also kind of funny that it's just this constant running joke. Spicy teriyaki pork chops again. Yeah, again, Penel is it's the one that he puts on there. And it's the worst of my cooking videos, I think. Favorite type of pasta, not meal, but type, like bow tie rigatoni spaghetti. It depends on the sauce. I don't think that that's a thing you can say. Like, I like this pasta more than other pastas, because some pasta you want to be picking up more sauce and some you don't. I like a good stuffed cannelloni, but a cannelloni wouldn't work well, just cannelloni Alfredo or something. Um, Probably, I don't know, a nice, I like a good tortellini, like a cheese stuffed tortellini. But again, for what it is, I like the rotinis for certain sauces. That teriyaki pork chop video should have 10 million views by now. No, it doesn't. And what videos it does have are crap. Or what views it has are crap views because everybody clicks on it and they go, "Oh, it's teriyaki pork. He got me," and then they click off of it, and it gives me like 2 second view, and then YouTube algorithm picks up on the fact that I got another 2 second view on that video. Fettuccine with creamy dill sauce. I'm not really a big dill person. I think dill has its place, but I would never want dill as the main flavor in something. I have that teriyaki link saved as a keyboard shortcut in my phone keyboard. He's probably not lying. Mostaccioli is my winner. I don't know what that is, but I like trying different kinds of pasta. So maybe I'll go looking for mostaccioli. Mostaccioli. That's 2 C's. Ioli. I'm going to look that up. I probably can't get it. Cavatappi. Cavatappi is like the gold standard rotini. Sure. Tubes with the 45 cutouts. That is, I know which ones you're talking about. They're cut like this, and they're just tubes. We have that one pretty often. I can't remember what it's called. What is that one called? These are the little tubes that are cut. They're just penne? Yeah, it's penne. Penne. What's a food you don't like that is very popular / others love? For me, it's burritos. Vegetables. Does that count? Penne, yeah. I think vegetables would be the food that I don't like that other people like. I will eat them in other things if I have to. Everybody's yelling, "Penny, Penny!" Mostaccioli is pronounced mostaccioli. Mostaccioli. Like I said, I probably can't get it. Only Italians could come up with 18,000 different names for tiny variants in pasta. Yeah. Yeah. And it's all the same. It's all the same ingredients. It's just shaped different. But pasta is awesome. So versatile. And I make some pasta dishes on the cooking show over in the corner. I got some good sauces and stuff that I can make. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no? Sure. Whatever you like on pizza. I wouldn't choose to put pineapple on my pizza, but I won't not eat pizza because it has pineapple on it. I've never heard of the Mazda Choli. It's their new model. It's coming out in 2025. When is the shop reno supposed to be done? I want to see some woodworking so I can learn something. Don't you dare come here to learn something. The shop reno, I mean, I could be woodworking right now. The shop is partially functional. But realistically, maybe next Saturday I could spin up the lathe. I should be ready to make dust again next Saturday. No pineapple, please, but I would eat it as well. Yeah. Could don a wooden things and stuff apron. I should have a wooden things and stuff apron. It's the weirdest thing you've eaten before, like escargot, frog legs, alligator, shark. Seal blubber was pretty weird. It's not a pleasant. For me, it wasn't. I didn't enjoy it, but just cubed seal blubber probably would be the thing. St. Paul has a popular Italian cafeteria style and fine dining restaurant called Casetta's. If anyone visits here, it's a good place to stop. Has a grocery store and candy shop. There we go. Next time I'm in St. Paul, Minnesota. Where could people donate to help you on your journey? I can't, though. Should just have a sign. That's what I should put up over here, over my shoulder. It's patreon.com/wooden things and stuff. Except it would go this way. Patreon.com/wooden things and stuff. And I just point at it once in a while. Be like, seal blubber sounds texturally odd. It was texturally odd. It was flavorly odd. But it was a cultural, traditional thing for the Inuit. And they had it all the time. And I lived in Nunavut, in Iqaluit, for a while. So it was around. Should paint a sign. No, I could go get it done on the laser down at the shop. Didn't taste like chicken. It did not taste like chicken. It tasted like not much. Like it didn't taste really much like anything. It was just like a cube of, it's just like a cube of fat. It wasn't like, it's just a cube of fat with a thick skin on it. Didn't taste like much of anything. Camel, kangaroo, emu, crocodile, snake. Tasted like low tide. No, it just tasted like a chunk of fat. but not like, it was like really solid fat, like kind of rubbery, like the sole of a shoe. Yeah. Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff sign behind Mike would be good for identifying branding. This is true. I should put some signage up because I don't know, for some reason people show up that don't know what they're showing up for, I guess. All right, friends, I'm off to bed. Yeah, you betcha. See you next time. The other cabinets up and around or waiting to get hung. They the cab rack, the lathe tool cab rack is up. This the only two. Def, get a sign. Okay, I'll put a sign up. The lathe tool cab rack is up, and the tool wall is up, but probably not. This is probably not how this is going to always stay because it doesn't make sense for those to be over there when my bench is over here now. The other cabinets haven't come back from my parents' place yet because I don't know where everything's going. So, watermarks in videos are appreciated. Frustrating remembering channels if I take a reminder photo for rewatching or ideas. That sounds like work. Watermarking things sounds like work. Doesn't YouTube do that automatically down in the bottom corner? What about the spray lacquer cabinet? I got a stack of those in the house. I'm new but chatty tonight. I like your painting. Did you create it? I did. That's a painting that I did in 2016 as an emotional response to a wildfire situation. Rank these sandwiches. Okay. Ham and cheese, PB&J, peanut butter and fluff. What the shit is that? Turkey and cheese. What is peanut butter and fluff? Ham and cheese, PB&J, peanut butter and fluff, turkey cheese. After you tell me what fluff is, if Mike used his computer with OBS, he could have a watermark on the live stream. Yeah, except then I'd have to haul a computer out here every time I wanted to do a show. Fluff may be an American thing. It's marshmallow spread. Oh, okay. Marshmallow spread. Spreadable marshmallow? Okay, well, that's going to be at the bottom. What was the list again? Ham and cheese. Okay, ham and cheese, peanut butter and peanut butter. Okay, so we'll put peanut butter and fluff at the bottom. And then we'll go PB&J next above peanut butter and fluff. Ham and cheese, turkey and cheese? Can I say coin flip on the? It'd be ham and cheese, turkey and cheese, then peanut butter and jelly, and then like down under the house is the peanut butter and fluff. And okay, ham and cheddar. Ham cheddar. Ham cheddar, yellow mustard, Miracle Whip. Little cayenne, just a little cayenne, little seasoned salt, little garlic powder. Turkey Swiss or turkey Havarti. Miracle Whip. Yellow mustard. Peanut butter. What is this now? Peanut butter and marshmallow spread with sprinkles and an au jus of pancake syrup. With sprinkles? What in the? I cannot even tell if you're being serious. Ham and Swiss with horseradish mustard, turkey and provolone with real mayo. Miracle Whip. Don't start with me, Jeva. Real mayo is disgusting. Miracle Whip for the win. I will always take Miracle Whip over mayo. I don't actually care for mayonnaise that much. If I was going to use mayonnaise, I would probably spice it in a way that would make it more like Miracle Whip anyway. Fluff and butter may be the best sandwich. Spreadable. Is this like, it's got to be a real thing you guys are all talking about. I'm going to look up. Next time I'm at the store. That should be a Mike's never had this food before. Spreadable marshmallow. I'm going to write it down. Spreadable marshmallow. Ugh. Isn't Miracle Whip sweet? It has no, I wouldn't say that it's sweet. It has a tang to it. It's basically a synthetic, probably mayonnaise type product that has some herbs and spices and stuff in it. It's sold at Thrifty's. Okay. Oh man. Okay. I'll have a look. I don't like sweet on a sandwich. I sometimes a little bit of sweet, as long as you've also got a little bit of other things. Miracle Whip is like margarine, totally synthetic and gross. You can like what you like. Let other people like what they like. I saw a poll about butter being extremely dominant in sandwiches, twice as much as anything else. I think that's probably accurate. Speaking of which, tonight's episode is brought to you by the Tangy Zip Miracle Whip. Thanks, Kraft. Hashtag not sponsored. Okay, we're at over 2.5 hours again already, suddenly. I bet that was a slippery pull. That is one of Pinnell's better jokes. That was one of Pinnell's better jokes. He's probably proud of that one, and that was pretty good. I bow down to natural fats, not the synthetic crap. Give me butter, give me mayo. That's cool. Give me anything that isn't a vegetable. With a slice of Velveeta. I didn't even know you could slice Velveeta. I thought Velveeta was just for melting. I eat a ham sandwich with mustard every day. That's a pretty good thing to eat every day. That's of all the things to eat every day. That's pretty good. I don't even eat every day. So you're doing better than me. This bag of chips is the first thing I ate today. Just add sugar to mayo and you have Miracle Whip. No. No, it isn't. You probably like Pepsi. And chips, the dinner of champions. You know, when you forget to eat all day and then you've got some chips for your show. I'll eat something real after this. No, I probably won't. I'm gonna go make a box of Kraft dinner or something stupid after this, probably. That's They're going to be my food for today. Add Miracle to mayo and whip it. That's what you do. You take some mayonnaise, you add some Miracle, and then you whip it. Whip it good. We don't do processed, but very rarely. Yeah, I understand that non-processed stuff is better for you. I get it. After the show, whip up a fine fluff Sammy. That's what I'll do. I'll go to the store specifically to look for fucking spreadable marshmallow. Oh my god! It's a thing. I'm sure it is. Spreadable marshmallow. And you put it with a peanut butter, like just peanut butter on one, and then marshmallow, spreadable marshmallow on the other side, and then you put them together and you eat it in your face. Like, non-processed just tastes and feels better. If you're used to processed food, it takes a while for your body to shift. Yeah, it's true. I mean, I don't dispute that. It's basically PB&J, but instead of jam, it's marshmallow spread. All right, I will try it. I will try it live on the internet at some point. And I will be disappointed in you guys when I try that. I'm sure I will. If you know how marshmallow is made, the real thing, then making it spreadable isn't much different. I know. My wife made like gourmet marshmallows for a few years like in the lead up to Christmas time. Like made trays of it and cut it up and like icing powder, and it had little swirls of things in. Like, I know all about marshmallow. I would spreadable on a sandwich though. For the record, I'm not a fan of the fluff. It's too sweet. I just cannot imagine this being a good thing. Fluff is made by the same company that makes insulin. They should. If they're not made by the same company, they should absolutely have a heavy investment. Are you a Devo fan? Not especially. I would. It's one of those bands that I wouldn't put on, but I wouldn't turn it off. It's like Aerosmith or whatever. You know, like if it's on, I'm not going to change the channel or change the channel. I'm not going to turn it off if it's on or change it to something else, but I'm not going to intentionally put it on. We got to wrap this up, guys. We've gone in all kinds of fun directions, but we're just gonna start to get this thing tied up in a bow. I gotta go make a box of Kraft dinner, so I'll be back. If the show ends before I'm back, it'll probably end before you're back. I'm gonna wrap this up. I do have to figure out something to eat. It's awesome talking with you tonight. Thanks for coming by, Gretchen. Mike, thanks. Get some rest. Well, I gotta eat something, but yeah, I'll probably do it early night again. Come back on Saturday night. Regular night is Saturday, 5:45 Pacific. Maybe I will be back to a state where we can make something. I mean, maybe we'll just spin up the lathe and do a pan or something on Saturday. Maybe I'll make a damn marshmallow fluff sandwich. I don't know. We need to talk about Lee Valley's second sale. What? They're doing another one? Cyber Monday, December 2nd. I think I have money now. I don't want them to do that. Then I won't have any money again. I think I can get away. I think I can get away for the next couple of Lee Valley's second sales. Maybe. This one I might actually have a look at, though. We'll see. Christmas is coming up, but I am planning on buying myself a $2,000 drum sander pretty soon. So maybe I should not buy more hand planes. Anyway, stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, everybody. We're going to wrap it. I'm going to call it there. We'll see you on Saturday night. Get that large shoulder plane. I know I want it, but I got this little medium guy right here. It's not mine, but I have it. Let's go Knights. Let's go nighty night. Don't forget it has a queue system. Oh, I know. I am well aware of how the system works. I'm not going to be upset if I don't get anything. I will move some money onto the credit card just in case. But I'm not going to be upset if I don't get anything. See you Saturday night with maybe some more stuff on the walls. It's less echoey, but still not gone. I need to get a couple more things up to get rid of the echo. That's it. Come on back Saturday.